Welcome to episode 73 of A Message From. We're your hosts. I'm Alyson.
I'm Edward.
And if you listened to last week's episode, you learned a lot about the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgeralds. But we also learned after that episode that Edward hates the song, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgeralds.
I don't think that comes as a surprise to anybody.
I think it's good.
We have wildly different music tastes.
We do, but
there's
oddly,
overlap.
There's overlap. It converges in some interesting ways. But
Not often.
No. He is definitely the one who will sit in the passenger seat and take control of the radio.
Listen, I've been a co-pilot forever. I've never been a pilot.
Well, whose fault is that?
Oh, no, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I'm very good at co-pilot music.
But you should be invited to co-pilot music.
Well, yes.
You invite yourself.
I invite myself, but it's mostly in cars that I already know that I can do that to. In LA, I never co-pilot the music.
So you just do it to me?
No, not just to you. I do it to a lot of other people. But Laser is very good with playlists and music, so I never needed to...
I also think I'm very good with playlists and music.
It's a lot of thinking going on here. Not a lot of knowing.
Anyway, what's up with you?
Nothing. Listen,
nothing.
It's definitely a new day. Nothing much going on, though.
Oh, boy.
I did find these bingo boards.
Okay, bingo boards.
They're all like personality type bingo boards. I'm not going to give too much information away because I don't want it to skew potentially how you would answer.
Okay.
So we're going to go through some of them. Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Yeah. I love bingo. My friends and I used to go to bingo all the time.
Where?
And we would always win. There's this restaurant by us. Wow.
Just saying.
Well, anyway, I'm a championship bingo player. I would always win gift cards. And then the next time we would go play bingo, we would eat for free.
That's kind of nice.
Cards. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, all right. Well.
So let's start her up.
This one, what we're going to do is we're going to answer them for each other. How about that?
Wait, I'm going to answer for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this first one we have, I think is more for me. Mm-hmm. But I want you to see if this is more about me.
Okay.
So am I leaving people on red? This is the first box. I'm just going to go like down the rows.
No, you're just not opening the messages. If you don't want to deal with it, you're just not opening the message so they can't see that you've read it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, all right, so that's a no. God complex.
Yes.
All right, no, we're not even going to go into it. I probably agree. Let me just mark this. Okay, nice apartment.
Nice apartment. Yeah.
Currently,
you have a very nice apartment.
Currently, I have a very nice apartment. Only doing Adderall.
Yes.
Yeah. Existential dread. Yeah. We're almost at bingo. We're almost. I wonder if I should put this up on whatever.
We're so close.
Good at directions.
No.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know. You tell me.
You're good at directions in Madrid, so I'm going to go yes.
Okay. All right. There we go. Well, obviously I'm not good at directions here. I don't live here. Honest.
No, I feel like you're too afraid of hurting people's feelings or causing drama.
Okay. All right. I'll take it. I did not think you were going to go that way. Intellectual hoe.
No, that's more me.
Okay. Always busy.
Yes.
Pretentious about alcohol.
No.
Not now, but I definitely used to be. Backing up your friends.
No.
No, I don't do that either. Venmoing people right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very me. That's very me. Keeping receipts.
Yes.
Yeah, that's also very
in
me.
all senses of the
all senses of the word receipts. Only 5 friends.
Only 5 friends. No, you have a lot. You have, I would say, only 5 friends, like very close.
Yeah.
But you want to go very close.
I would assume that's a yes. Yeah. I only have 5 is stretching it. Like when people touch your hair.
No.
No, I fucking hate that shit. Don't ever touch me.
Imposter syndrome.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. This morning when I did that exam, imposter syndrome. I had to do an exam in French in an hour, and let me tell you.
I was stressed for you.
It was stressful. It was very stressful. Money and savings.
No.
Nope, not a lick of it. Thinking efficient people are hot.
Yes.
Yeah, that's incredibly hot to me.
Yeah.
Never heard of patience.
No.
Oh, okay.
I think you're a patient.
I don't think I'm a patient. Morning person.
Yes.
Yes. Buying nice clothes. Yes. Not addicted to anything.
No.
Dark-sided. People think your shit's together.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, my people think my shit's very together.
Yeah.
Mad, but won't say anything.
Yes.
Yeah. Did we get bingo? We did.
Wait, I got a bingo! We got a bingo.
We got a bingo. We got only one bingo.
Only one. We were really close.
Well, technically, with the free space, we got two. Diagonal.
Yeah.
We got one up and down, one diagonal. Great.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know. Good to know for me personally how you feel about me.
Not for me. We were in agreement on almost all those.
We were. There's two you can choose from. You can either choose like red, pink, or yellow.
Yellow. Yellow's my favorite color.
Interesting. Okay. Says a lot already. So I have to make it bigger because it's small on my computer. And I have to get to the pen tool. This is what it's like to be a student in one of my classes.
Oh my gosh. It's incredible. I love it.
It's great. All right. You're going to read.
Okay. In my feelings challenge.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
I feel like it's a yes, even though I don't know what it means.
Feelings.
Exactly, yeah.
Thinking about magic.
If the magic is Harry Potter, then yes. If the magic is like actual woo-woo magic stuff, no.
No.
So I'm going to go with a no.
I'm not into woo-woo. Forgetting where you parked.
Yeah.
No.
The vibe of forgetting where you parked, very you. But actually forgetting where you parked...
The vibe of forgetting where you parked is me?
How many times have you told me it's on a paper somewhere?
That's not the same as forgetting where I parked.
I feel like it's the same vibe.
I've never forgotten where I've parked. Yeah. I've never run out of gas.
Okay, separate, but I guess related.
What?
I'm going to go with a yes, even though it's impossible to forget where you parked because it's alone. Your car is alone in a parking lot because it's at the far end.
True, because literally the one single time I did not park at the far end, some lady hit my car, refused to admit it, and then admitted it, and then called the police on me when she hit my car.
I think this is maybe the third time.
I will not let it die.
In the same inflection.
I will not let it die.
Usually triggered.
Which leads to the next one. Usually triggered, yes. Being nice to be liked.
Yes. No, and actually, no.
No. I don't care if I'm liked. And I'm generally not nice. Disassociating.
Oh. Time to check your pulse. Everybody, check your pulse.
Oh. 76. I'm worked up.
That's high.
We
just saw you get worked up.
I rest at like 59.
Wow. She's dead.
I'm dead.
She's dead inside. Okay, disassociating?
Disassociating.
Oh, I have to answer it.
You answer.
Yeah, you disassociate quite frequently.
To what?
Me, when we're talking. Like all week.
Taking tasteful nudes.
That's not you at all.
No. Waiting to get cuffed.
Waiting,
but like never doing anything to advance the process.
Yeah, but you are waiting for it to happen.
I'm just hiding in my house.
Yeah.
Physically can't be alone.
No, you could be so alone. So
Telling people your secrets.
No.
Philosophy is your kink.
No.
I hate philosophy. Jealous hoe.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. Free space.
Artsy F.
No.
Loving your friends a lot.
Yeah.
You love my friends
Did you receive a text message?
And look at me, I'm popular. It's from a friend.
Oh, it's from Bobby.
It's from Bobby. Thanks,
it's in the
Bobby.
group chat.
I usually keep this thing on silent while we record. Unprofessional.
Very.
Lucid dreams.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever lucid dreamt, but it's possible for you, I think.
There might have been once or twice where I was like, this is absolutely a dream. Dressing like TV characters.
No.
Going home early.
Yes. If I could put 2 checks on that, I would.
All the checks. Thinking you're an angel.
Yeah, it's a big you thing. Thinking again.
Yes.
Not knowing.
I do a lot of thinking. Social anxiety through the roof.
No, I feel like you don't have high social anxiety.
No.
You're very lucky. I do.
Very. Hot Topic was your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted it
If not actual style, vibe.
Yes.
Every time we get into the car, It's like I'm walking into a Hot Topic when you plug your phone in and the Android app automatically starts playing music.
Oh my gosh. The one time I was listening to rock music, it wasn't even
time.
It wasn't even metal. You're lucky.
Moving on.
Anyway,
read the next one.
Taking on others' emotions.
No, you don't do that. You say good luck with that stuff.
Yeah. Scaredy cat.
No. Your favorite thing is like life-threatening massive animals. Like, which I found out like 3 days ago.
Oh my gosh. Thinking Matthew Gray Goobler is hot. I don't even know who that is. We gotta look him up.
We'll look him up.
Wearing robes.
Wearing robes, very you.
Yeah.
We're looking up who Matthew Gray Goobler is. I guess I have to vamp.
American actor. Ew.
Oh, the guy from like NCIS or Criminal Minds or something.
Oh, but that's a really cute picture.
It's a yes.
Wait a minute.
Or is it a no?
No, it's a no. He has one good picture out of like 80.
It's a nice picture.
No.
It's a no. It's a no. All right. No. I do not think we got a bingo.
Oh no, we got 2 with you.
We got 2 bingos with me. That's because
I'm an enigma.
There's that possibility. We will look at the other one. We'll look at the red one.
For both of us.
For you.
Oh, for me?
We already got 2 bingos for me. I'm winning.
Fine,
here.
okay. Uncomfy with crying.
Yeah, you.
Really? I cry a lot.
I don't think you would do it in front of other people, though.
Oh, no. I'm really good at holding my tears in. The other night when we watched a movie, did you cry?
Which one?
Steel Magnolias.
Was it during that Leighton Meester movie?
No.
It's Love, Simon or Steel Magnolias?
Love, Simon or Steel Magnolias.
I cried at both.
I didn't cry in either. I could have, though.
Boys, hit me up. I'm emotionally available.
Making bad choices.
No, you don't make bad choices. No. Not a single one.
Not knowing why people are mad at you.
Yeah.
Oh, I just assumed I knew because I was probably mean to someone.
She's not really knowing, though. Once again, thinking, but not knowing.
Well, I have an active imagination. What can I say?
Yeah,
wanting love, but doing nothing about it.
I actually don't know if you want love, but I'm going to say yes.
I don't know myself.
I'm going to say yes.
TBD? Coffee.
Yeah, big yes.
Yes. Doing the opposite of what you're told.
Big yes.
Yep. Can't be tamed.
Big yes.
Being soft inside.
I want to say no.
Oh, I would have said yes. I really like dog videos.
Oh, this is not...
like cute dog videos. That's like soft, right?
I guess. But if that's as soft as you get, it's not very soft on the inside.
Waiting for yourself to pop off.
Very yes.
Playing music loud.
Very you.
Drugs.
No.
Texting first but not replying.
No, you always reply to a text message.
I always reply.
It's very scary. Free space.
Not paying attention.
Yeah.
Wanting to fight.
Yeah. She literally boxes.
Seekingarrangements.com. Oh, yikes. Isn't that for like
I'm going to say
creepy?
yes, but only because it's not something you would actually do because it's like, not something you would do. You almost just said it's for creepy people. But I'm saying yes because the idea of like finding a partner that way seems very up your alley.
I've literally never once had a dating app ever in my entire life.
I know, but I feel like you would thrive on like saying yes and no to profiles. I do the swipey thing, but it's more of a click, I guess.
But I would never actually meet up with anyone.
Yeah, but I feel like you would enjoy the process of it. No?
I don't know, maybe, but I've never done it. And
maybe it's time to try something new. Both of us just making faces like, ugh. I'll give it a no.
Give it a no. Depressed.
No.
No. Self-help book ho.
Yeah.
I've never once purchased a self-help book.
That seems your vibe, though.
I would never
read one. You literally have a fiber book, which is like the same thing.
A fiber book that I wanted so bad. I've had it for 2 years and I've read like one chapter.
Didn't you say you finished it? I definitely remember photoshopping it onto something.
It's been on my reading list for 2 years because I started reading it 2 years ago.
I'm saying yes. This is my rule. You got to say no for seeking arrangements. I get to say yes for seeking self-help books.
I've literally never read a self-help book.
Yeah, but it's your vibe. You love self-help stuff.
You love self-help stuff.
You love self-help stuff. We talk about it all the time.
Vibe. Anyway, I'm triggered by the... What was on the last one? I don't remember that.
Yeah, you've said that to me this week a few times.
Leading people on.
No, I don't feel like you do that.
Let's build.
What does that even mean?
I feel like that's someone who reads a lot of self-help books and is like, let's build, let's get on it, let's do this.
Okay, I don't think it's that, but I don't think you like to build either.
Extra F.
Yeah.
Not following directions.
Yeah.
If they don't make sense.
See?
Competitive.
Yep.
Trust issues.
Yep.
Did we
Look
get
at
bingo?
that. You got one.
Finally, one bingo. And it doesn't have the self-help book, so I'm fine with it.
No, it does. Oh, no, it doesn't.
No.
It's 2 bingos, though.
I would deny the bingo if the self-help
You want to know why this one is more bingo-y than the other one? More bingo-y.
Because you picked it for me?
No, because these are astrology related.
You bastard! You bastard!
Can you guess which one is red?
This one's got to be Aries.
Yeah, and the other one was Pisces. Yeah. I know. I told you. I know. Your mom's going to be mad, but I'm not wrong.
Fine. Whatever.
And of course, my Capricorn one is like off the roof, off the chain.
On that note, let's take a break.
Yeah, I think we need to take a break to repair our relationship.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Alyson here. Just wanted to say that we want to hear from you. So send us a message at 202-630-4509 or email us at amessagefrompod@gmail.com. Also, don't forget to rate and review and check out amfpod.com for bonus content. Now back to the show. Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed the break. We're friends again. We sorted everything out.
Yeah.
We fixed
no grudges here.
Never a grudge. So up next, we have a message from Michelle of a new podcast called Messy Situations. She co-hosts it with Kane.
Yeah.
So we will get into the message now, and then we'll tell you a little bit more about Michelle and Kane and what their podcast is about.
Hey, Edward and Alyson, it's Michelle Promaleko here. I wanted to tell you guys about a brand new self-help podcast that I'm co-hosting with my good friend Kane Sarhan, who's also a co-founder of The Well. It's called Messy Situations, and it's a show that empowers people to share the unfiltered parts of their lives without fear of judgment. Every week, Kane and I reveal messy situations, big and small, shared by guests, and then we call in our cleanup crew of wellness experts, mental health pros, spiritual guides, and more to start mopping things up. So today, I wanted to ask you if there's a messy situation that you've faced recently and how revealing it helped you heal it. Thanks in advance for confessing your mess.
I love that. You love that.
It's good. It's a really good idea.
It's a brilliant idea. Well, first of all, thank you, Michelle, for sending in that message. We really appreciate it. I think that one thing she mentioned that kind of sticks out to me is that it's a space where people can share their messy situations without fear of judgment. Like today, we are constantly sharing, right? Like we're sharing on Twitter, we're sharing on Instagram, we're sharing on TikTok.
Today. Yeah.
Like all we do is share, but there's always judgment, right? Like someone's always in the comments like, judgy.
Me.
There's something wrong with you.
Me.
So I mean,
or even not even in the comments, just like lurking in the shadows.
Lurking in the shadows, judging. Yeah. So this is really nice that, people can hopefully feel comfortable to go there and share their messy situations and get advice, and maybe also just getting things off your chest helps.
Oh, for sure. I mean, definitely check them out. Messy Situations, pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts.
Yes.
My messy situation, the one I was thinking of sharing, was about the time. I don't know if you remember this as clearly as maybe you might or might not.
I don't know.
It's when I got fired from my first job in Spain.
No memories of this.
Really?
I don't think you ever told me, to be honest.
No, that's not true. I told lots of people after.
I don't think you told me.
That seems weird. Why would I not tell you that?
I don't know.
Okay, well, apparently I didn't. So you really didn't know about this? No. Is this a bit?
This is not a bit.
Oh, it feels like a bit. Okay, anyway. How do I set this up? I mean, it's a very long story that I got very good at telling. Like the year or two after, I got very good at telling the whole synopsis because it was like a year-long thing.
I lied. You told me this. I remember it now.
Didn't we just like click off lying on the other thing?
Yes.
Wait, you remember, or that was a bit?
No, it was not a bit. I remember now when you were saying like the year-long thing. No, it took me a minute to remember. Keep going.
I don't remember that.
Tell everyone.
Literally, I checked that off. Okay. Like I was saying, took a long time to sort of come to, what was I saying?
Come
before?
to fruition?
Oh, no, I got very good at telling the story shortly. That's what I was saying. Yeah. Sorry. Whoops. But I'll give an even shorter version of it. A lot of things had transpired over the year of me working at, this was the first school I worked at. It was technically part of the master's program I went to do. It was like my internship, but I was going to be working there again the next year. I could have worked at that school for 2 years, right? So as far as I knew, everything was set in stone. I had not applied for any other jobs, any other programs. It was just like, okay. I was supposed to work with that same program in the same set of schools at the summer camp at the school I was working at. Because like, why would I work at another one of the schools in the system when I'm going to be there the next year, right?
Right.
So there's this like vibe of continuation that's going on. But it is weird because one of the girls was like, why haven't we heard anything yet? And I thought to myself, like, I don't know, I'm too busy like actually doing, I did a lot of work that year. A lot of work. And a lot of like, I mean, in my mind, like decent work, but I mean, qualitative,
whatever.
Right? Or subjective.
Subjective, not
qualitative. and essentially what happened was the very last day of work, we get called into a meeting with like our director, our coordinator, and like the president, and like all the little people like me who were like working there. The peons.
I thought you were calling those people the little people.
I mean, I was like, physically they were little people because I was the tallest person who worked at that school, I think. But in terms of hierarchy, yes. I was a peon, and to be fair though, I did more work than they did. Especially when I was supposed to be in their classrooms. So let's just put it that way. A lot of people were dipping out, and I was substituted a lot. So anyway, we get there. This is already after like I went and with one of my coworkers, we made snickerdoodles because like Spanish people only know cookies as like chocolate chip cookies. We bought like a massive bouquet of flowers for our coordinator because we like loved her. She was very nice. I worked with her like personally, all this stuff. And like you could tell something was a little off the way she reacted, but I was like, oh, she's just like awkward receiving like lots of flowers. Yeah. Like I would be too, receiving I think. Gifts. I've never received things like that. And in this meeting, everything is in Espanol. Right. So that's very fun. And I don't say a single thing in the whole thing, right?
Okay.
And they are going through and sort of like thanking all of us, right? The first girl, she's worked there for 2 years. They're like, thanks so much for the 2 years you've been here, blah, 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 blah. One girl, she's not repeating. She's like, I got to get the hell out of this school. She like was not having a good time.
Okay.
And so they were like, thanks so much for doing this 1 year. Goodbye. And then to the other three of us who were going to be repeating, they were like, we have decided that at this time we're taking a different direction with our bilingual program, and we're getting all new assistants next year. To which me dead ass quiet the whole time anyway, I get even more dead ass quiet. I'm sitting next to the director or the coordinator, right? And
we've just given flowers.
Right. She like won't make eye contact with us. Oh my God. Which means it's something is wrong.
Yeah.
And it's because she knew for like 4 months that they were going to fire us, but they didn't want to tell us until the last day.
That's such BS.
The like manager of the master's program who had taught us a class at one point during this like 4 months also knew the whole time. Did not a hint to be like, maybe you should apply for the public ministry. Yeah. Maybe you should like do this other program or something.
Just leave you guys hanging.
Nothing.
So you can't even find another job.
Exactly. And at this point, like all deadlines have passed. Like people are like getting their placements, aka like there's nothing.
Yeah.
Right? All for them to sort of just like have this tight-knit school year. Because like to be fair, I get their point kind of where it's like, oh well, if we would have told them that they weren't going to work anymore next year, like they're not going to put in any effort. To an extent, possibly. But at the same time, like maybe not. And I could have actually figured something out. It ended up being fine. In the long run, obviously, I've been living there for 7 years now. Things may not be fine now, but that's a messy situation for another day.
More messy situations.
Yeah. But for as traumatic as it was, I did a very good job of just like taking a breath, taking a beat, asking the coordinator like what I had done because I was curious if I had done anything wrong. And she said, no, it was more of they didn't want the other things that I had not explained in the story because it's too long. They just like wanted it to be truly fresh, like a whole new crop of students or assistance so that like nothing from the year would like linger over. And I was like, okay, well, it wasn't my fault, so that's fine. I just kind of got like the shit end of the stick.
Yeah.
But it was something I had done personally, so that like helped a lot. And then on the phone with my parents, I was just like, yeah, this happened. And then they talking it out. My parents were more freaked out than I was.
Yeah.
And because I was able to like get in contact with somebody else, and they like got me into the ministry program, like kind of through the back door, like very Spanish. And it ended up being fine. But I was not exactly a good person during the meeting because I just refused to speak and just shot death glares at people the whole time.
Yeah.
This was a time before Mass, like, so you could see my whole face.
I'm really bad at that. I cannot hide, like, the emotions on my face. My boss has texted me before in meetings and then, like, smile. Like, stop that. But,
no.
I mean, what are you supposed to say in that situation? Like, it's either going to be, like, there's nothing good you can say.
All I said was, okay, and I got up and walked away. Because the other girls had already said some things, but I understood that what they were saying was, like, nothing that the president really cared about, or, like, just, like, in general, like, if you're getting fired, like, someone was like, but I have an apartment next year, and it was kind of just like, she was like, I don't care about
They've
that.
already made their decision.
Yeah.
They've known about their decision for months. That's the crazy thing, is like, they gave you no chance.
And it was sort of the betrayal from, like, someone who's supposed to be on my side, aka the person in the master's program.
Right.
Just fully being like, oh, like, definitely all day was like bracing for the fact that we were going to bust in those doors and be like, what is happening? So luckily she did her penance and got me a job. Yeah. So, but still, there's a little bit of lingering feelings there. But in the most part, that situation turned out to be great because I ended up getting a great school I worked at for 3 years. And I still teach those kids from that school.
Yeah. That's good.
So like in a way, it kind of haunts me because I never get rid of those kids. Yeah. Oh, what is your messy situation?
So my messy situation.
I know you have a few, probably.
I have a few, but and somehow 2 of them have to do with landlords. But we'll just pick one. Oof. We'll just pick the most recent messy landlord situation. So I wanted a new vibe, right? I wanted to, instead of renting from like a big company or whatever, I kind of wanted to find like an individual landlord, cheaper rent, utilities included. I was like, this is what I'm going for. Places were going really quickly too when I was looking. So then this one popped up and I'm like, we got to go look at it. Like, it's in the building of the last place I saw that I really wanted that like literally disappeared overnight. So I'm like, let's go look at it. So I get saddled with this real estate agent that I didn't even want. I just put like, I thought on the website, I was saying like, oh, I'm interested, like, contact me. I want to come in for like a viewing. I thought I was getting in touch with the landlord. There was nothing on there that said like, you're going to be put in contact with a real estate agent. So all of a sudden this real estate agent calls me and I'm like roped into working with her. I'm like, whatever. Fees. But whatever. So we go look at this place and I'm like, it's fine. There's a couple little quirky things like the bright blue cabinets in the kitchen. But I'm like, whatever. I can work with that. Blue. Fun. Anyway. So I was hoping to like move in a few months after viewing this place. But the landlord wanted someone in there like right away. And this should have been my first sign. Like, she met me halfway. She obviously wanted someone to move in right away. And I was like, I don't want to move in until 2 months from now. So we kind of met in the middle. But that should have been my first sign. Like, she wouldn't budge any further than that. So, anyway, I move into this place. And the first thing that goes wrong is the disposal doesn't work in the kitchen. Problem number 1. So, like, I messaged her. I messaged the guy who, like, did all, like, the key exchange and signed I signed the lease with and everything. And at the same time, like, the AC was always running, constantly running. I'm like, why is, like, there's got to be a leak somewhere. Like, why, something's not sealed up. I'm like, why is the AC constantly running? And in the bedroom, at the sliding door wall in the bedroom, like, I could always feel hot air coming through there. So I'm like, it was just, you know how when you have the sliding door wall, there's obviously, like, the seam between the 2 sides?
Yes.
It just needed, like, a better seal, right? Like, you know, they have, like, there's always usually like rubber stuff in there or like the furry stuff or whatever. I'm like, it just needs a seal replacement. No big deal. So I'm like, look, the dish disposal isn't working. I don't know what's up with that. And then I'm like, in the bedroom, the door wall, the seal doesn't, like, I'm like, I think the seal needs to be replaced. Like, I can feel air coming through there. Somehow the landlord takes this as I broke her dish disposal. I broke her sliding door.
No.
She is saying that I broke the glass. I'm like, no one ever said anything about broken or glass. I didn't even use those words at all. And then the guy who was like with the leasing company, he tried to be like, well, I think there's maybe a bit of a language barrier there, which like, yes,
where was she from?
She's a Spanish woman, but she's been living in the United States for decades.
She's got that. Was like, she spoke Spanish or she was Spanish?
Both, but also speaks English perfectly well. Yes.
Okay.
Like, but also speaks English very well. But and I'm like, okay, maybe so. There's a language barrier, but I literally like.
She's dramatic.
I texted, I texted out these words, and I never said broken. I don't know.
She was Spanish.
I don't know if you knew she was Spanish.
I feel like I was not told she was
But
Spanish.
I'm like, I never like when I'm texting this, I never said the word broken. I never said glass. I said the seal probably needs to be replaced. So I'm like, that's not language barrier things. That's just her going from 0 to 800.
Yeah.
Turns out that one of the screws in the cupboard, you know, like the hinges that hold the cupboard door on, had fallen out and perfectly fallen into the drain in the sink.
Oh my
and
God,
that's
like my
what
peanut
was
butter
in
cup
there.
yesterday.
Yeah, like your peanut butter cup.
Which I still ate.
So she accuses me saying I threw a screw in her sink. I'm like, you think I just moved in and I want to break this place? I want to destroy it?
I don't remember any of this.
I'm like, this is a weird, like, why are you accusing me? Who just moves into a place and it's like, today I'm going to throw a screw in the dish disposal? I had just moved in. Like,
yeah, why would
I
you
had a whole
self-sabotage the place you're
2-year
paying
lease
for?
ahead of me.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm like, already issues. It was weird. So at that point, I was like, I don't even freaking want to talk to her. Like, if anything else goes wrong, I'm just going to fix it myself because she's insane. She's literally insane.
Okay, this part I'm starting to remember a bit.
So, like, when the toilet was constantly running and I realized that one of the seals was, like, old and leaky and needed to be replaced, I can't even tell you that toilet was running non-stop. It was just constantly draining.
Well,
I replaced it myself. I became Miss Plumber, Bob the Builder, Mr. Fix-It. I went to the Home Depot. I bought all the stuff I needed. I watched the YouTube videos. When I turned the water off and then turned the water back on, it literally sounded like the pipes were going to explode. But I was like, YOLO, here we go.
Oh my God.
Let's see what happens. Middle of the night fixing this toilet because I was like, she's insane. And if I tell her that the toilet's running constantly, she's going to be like, oh, you broke my toilet. You threw a nail in my toilet or something. So I'm like, screw this.
So how did this all resolve?
It all resolves with me moving out because she never told me that there was going to be this huge, massive 2-year-long construction project where they were going to rip all the balconies off. And it's COVID, right? So we're working from home. Right. These people just start working on my building and it's literally like the floor is shaking. I
remember this.
It's constant noise. I have my headphones in, volume up full blast. I can still hear them drilling.
And we know you love loud music.
Love. My favorite. There were lawyers involved. I talked to a lawyer. I was talking to people in like the city government. There were a lot of emails back and forth and it culminated in me moving out. So, messy situation that I did learn from.
What did you learn?
I learned that
to never rent from an individual landlord again.
Never to rent from an individual landlord again. To do a walkthrough beforehand with witnesses and be like, test everything. Like, I'm flicking the dish disposal. I'm flushing every toilet. I'm turning every sink handle.
Every toilet, as if you're going to live in a place anytime soon that has more than one toilet.
Yeah, I'm doing it all. That's what I learned. And I mean,
it's not a bad lesson.
Also reinforced the fact that just like things, like you said, things always work out in the end. It always works out. It's fine.
Yeah, that was like something I had written down in my notes that I don't think I actually said. It was like the situation I was in, and it turns out the situation you were in too, is very, as cliche as it is, these particular messy situations are very like, it'll all work out in the end.
It all works out in the end. And like, I obviously had people that I could talk to and get advice from while I was going through this.
Not me, apparently.
So that's helpful. And I think that that's one thing that this new Messy Situations podcast could probably help a lot of people out with. Like you and your situation.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have someone already or a support system already or the people who can, like, maybe you have a support system, but they just don't have the tools they need to help you in your current messy situation.
True.
Call into this Messy Situation podcast, and they have a whole team of experts that can help you.
They do. They be pulling people in to help people figure things out.
Brilliant.
To unmessy
your messy situation.
Yeah. Or is that just referred to as tidy up?
Tidy up. Tidy up.
Tidy up.
Well, you know, we're not linguists here.
No, we're not. No, we're not. So like we said, you can find all the information about messy situations in the show description, the show notes, I'll say below, but I mean, if you're on YouTube, below.
Below.
I guess the show notes are also below if you're on a podcast app. Anyway, if you have anything else you want to talk to us about, any messages that you think come into your head, call us at 202-630-4509 if you live in the United States. If you don't, / if you want to write in, just do it at amessagefrompod@gmail.com. Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Give us the likey on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, XYZ, all those things. And if you want more stuff from us, you can find us at amfpod.com for more extra content. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok at @amessagefrom or @amessagefrom_ on Twitter, which you can find all that stuff also on amfpod.com.
Yes, it's all there.
It's all there.
One-stop shop.
One-stop shop.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
The buys are weird now.
The buys are weird because we gotta look right into the camera.
Yeah, it's giving YouTube.